Hello and welcome to the fifth part in this look back at Resident Evil 3. I'm just going to check what we need to get out of the item box. Check what we have because I know we picked up quite a bit. I'm going to have to put some away. I don't think we're going to need, obviously not going to need the stars key. I'm not sure about the lockpick. I think we need it later on in the game, very later on. I think that's about it. I'm going to leave the power cord behind at this point because I can come and get it later on. And surprise, dogs again. Third room in a row. Well, technically the save room, but I mean if the save room you don't class really because obviously it's a save room. But the last three rooms where there's been enemies, it's been dogs. I'm going to have to use the shotgun because they just come at you so quick. Alright, I used the handgun there actually. Well, I think in this one it's actually not dogs, so that's good. But you do meet a new creature in this room. Just check my shotguns well ready to go, because I believe we're going to need it. Why, I never tend to really pick up the maps because I know where we're really heading anyway. That box above there can drop down, but it's very hard to get to drop down. Here's one of the things that come out the window earlier. Oh, epic dodge. And I completely missed. Oh, another dodge again. I think they're both skeleton forms. I don't actually know what I honestly do not know what they're called. I'll have to look it up. But they're definitely a new monster to Resident Evil 3. I don't think you see them again after this. So, I think this is the only game they're actually in. I think this guy has some handgun powder. Ah, that's right. So, hopefully... it'll take quite a long time to get the enhanced ammo. It's about, round about just before the clock tower. You tend to get it. This is very near to where we meet Carlos now. You might be able to hear him if you listen. There he is. I tend to not go that way. I think if you go that way, Nemesis appears in a different way or something. There's something around it. There's more zombies to deal with. I really wish, I mean, I'm not saying that the older games are rubbish at all. I think they're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's the reason why, well, not just me, but I think a lot of people obviously still love Resident Evil. But I wish there was more control over the way you could shoot. Oh, great! I'm gonna get bit there. Well, I did get bit there, obviously. But I kind of wish there was more control over the way you shot, but then maybe that wouldn't have been so successful if you think about it, because if you could like get a headshot on every zombie and it kill them in one go, would you want that really? You've got to, because I mean, I think that's a lot of the problem with Resident Evil 5, I think. I can't really remember what 4 was like. I mean, on 5, if you really do the weapons up, I think you can just get a headshot in one, can't you? Some weapons. I think it's mainly just the Magnum and that, but I think some of the pistol you can get a headshot. But I still don't think that's a bad thing. But I mean, it's debatable, isn't it? Really, you like what you like, and but I don't know if it would work with these games. Oh, I forgot to get something, didn't I? Oh, I need the lockpick. Ah, I thought I didn't need it later on. Well, I think the shooting isn't too bad on this game. I just think it'd be nice to sort of have more control over it, really, sort of where you can aim, that kind of thing. But I suppose that, it's because that's doable now. Would it have been doable back then? I mean, I think even games like Tomb Raider is the only other real shooters I can think of back then that I played anyway. I mean, there was a load of shooters back then. Well, there's quite a few shooting games, but that's the only one I really remember I played. You couldn't aim on that. It sort of automatically aimed for you. So maybe that was just the way those games were back then. Metal Gear, actually. Could you aim? No, I don't think you could on Metal Gear, actually. Metal Gear Solid. I think you could aim it, but you couldn't sort of look down iron sights, that kind of thing. I mean, there might have been games like that. I really didn't play a lot of shooting games in PlayStation 1. But I still think the game's, you know, genius. It is brilliant. There's no question. I'm just saying that I would like to, you know, it would have been nice to see that. But then, as I said, with Resident Evil 5 and 4, they introduced that. But I don't think 4 was that bad. I think I enjoyed 5. I'll be honest, but I think I can see why others wouldn't and didn't like it. I'm hoping we've got everything this time. I always forget something, don't I? I think well, if you haven't seen, I think I forgot quite a few things in Resident Evil 2. Normally I just I don't know why. I think it's because you remember it in a certain way, and I thought that there where we need to get the I think it's called a fire hook. When we got that, you automatically just opened it. It was there, so I must, you know. But normally I probably would have kept the lockpick on me. This is definitely the last time you have to use it for a really long time. Is it called a fire hook? Yeah, fire hook. Why it's called a fire hook, I don't know. I mean, well, obviously it opens a fire hole, or whatever this thing down here is called, fire escape maybe. So that's probably why they've called it the fire hook. You know, it's more of a crowbar, if anything.
What's that?
Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie. My name's Carlos, Corporal of Umbrella's Biohazzard Countermeasure Force. What's your name?
Jill, did you just say you belong to Umbrella's army?
Yeah. We came all the way out here to save you civilians, but the mission went bad the minute we landed.
He's back.
How did he find me?
And this is the second live action event now. If you're sort of playing this yourself, never run inside. Don't hide in the basement, because you'll have to eventually come back up and you'll have to just face him. He won't. This is what's going to happen now. Won't happen.
Are you crazy? You could have barbecued both of us.
And there's a guide here to the city. I'll just let you read this. I think that really just sums up what the city's about there. Don't think there's anything else in here. This bit's kind of clever, because if you take Nemesis out, he gives you items. Only happens on hard mode. This is the other thing I forgot about. I mean, you can actually get a special shotgun from him, but I don't believe I'll be able to do it in this one. So I haven't got the firepower to take him down. I think Carlos actually magically just takes him out there. That's what that noise was.
I need to ask you something. Why did Umbrella send your team here?
Our mission is to rescue the civilians.
How kind of you. Considering Umbrella caused all this in the first place, those liars.
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands. No time for talking. If you can believe me, then join us. Think about it.
Carlos said a different line there. Normally he says she says, I have to ask you something. He goes, oh, you want to ask me out? All the something about his accent, or that it drives all these women crazy or something. He's a bit of a joker on the quiet, but he didn't say that time. That's another random change. I didn't even aware that he had another speech option, so that's new to me. I think we're pretty much going to save here, because I think I've pushed my luck enough. And you've just seen who was chasing me. So I think we'll just save up and leave it there. Thank you again for watching this part, and hopefully you'll join me for part 6.